In the heart of Renaissance Europe, the seeds of modern botany were sown amidst the intellectual revival of art, science, and discovery. The year was 1545, and the city was Padua, Italy, where an extraordinary project began, creating the first modern botanical garden. The Orto Botanico di Padova was commissioned by the University of Padua, partly as a response to the burgeoning interest in plants not merely as medicinal resources but as scientific wonders awaiting discovery and classification. In an era when voyages of exploration sent back tales and specimens of exotic flora, the academic world demanded spaces to study these treasures systematically. Under the auspices of the Venetian Republic, the Botanical Garden was designed not only as a living collection but as a center for rigorous scientific research. Rectangular plots held medicinal plants in strict order, and a magnificent circular layout reminded all of the harmonious universe they believed to mirror. With their carefully cultivated plants, the medieval apothecary's cabinet was bursting its seams with dried herbs and roots. Yet, the scholars of Padua knew there was a vast difference between static collections and living libraries compiled from every distant corner of the known world. Here, studies and experiments flourished. Plants were studied for their curative properties, and their cultivation became an art intimately connected with scientific inquiry. As we wander in our minds through these carefully laid paths, imagine the monks and physicians of yesteryear discovering what we now regard as commonplace. Rosemary for memory, lavender for calm. Each plant was a discovery, each leaf a potential remedy. But wonders did not solely cater to the healer's interest. The garden became a stage where Enlightenment thinkers gathered to ponder humanity's place in nature, debating and teaching amidst plots abundant with life. Indeed, it was not merely the collection of plants that made the Orto Botanico remarkable. It was its role in the evolution of botany from myth to method. It provided a template for future botanical gardens, setting standards with structured plant beds and an innovative layout which included irrigation techniques and a capability to display plant taxonomy in action. Through the centuries, this garden of wonder expanded its significance, from housing rare plants like coffee and jasmine to withstanding the waves of political upheaval and change. The Orto Botanico continued to adapt and educate. It maintained an unbroken lineage of scientific contribution, proving vital even beyond its initial aims, eventually helping to steer the course of European horticulture and planting the metaphorical seeds for gardens worldwide. Today, as we reflect on its inception so many centuries ago, we're reminded of this enduring testament to human curiosity and the ever-changing tapestry of scientific understanding. We see its influence everywhere, from the expansive university grounds to our backyard vegetable patches. The Orto Botanico di Padova reminds us that progress often begins in the quiet contemplation of leaf and flower, and that understanding our world stems from the patience to observe, to nurture, and to let grow. Support the channel by liking this video and subscribing. Your comments help fuel our curiosity, inspiring us to explore more rich histories and stories just like this. Together, let's walk through the gardens of our past and present, discovering the roots from which our future grows.